90% of the time, either they'll just not reply to you, they'll ghost you, or they'll question why we need that already. Like, we haven't even seen any homes. Why do you need this already? One, it's because I want to know who I'm meeting. Like, if it's a random lead that's coming in, I don't know you. I could show up and weirdo.
Yeah, so, huge safety issue.
Yeah, and two, like a pre-qualification. I don't want to be showing you places that you can't afford. Welcome to episode 355 of the Real Estate Podcast. My name's Robin, and today we are discussing landlords, realtors, and being lease ready.
Welcome to the Real Estate Podcast, your go-to source for raw, unfiltered stories and expert tips. Whether you're a buyer, seller, tenant, landlord, or realtor, join us as we dive into the world of real estate.
Oh, hello, Robin.
Hello,
Robin
hello.
Dasilva joining me today. Realtor extraordinaire on the KT team.
Lease extraordinaire these days.
Yeah, well, that's the topic for today because you've been doing a lot of leases and doing a great job, I might say. Happy, well, now belated anniversary.
Oh, thank you.
So what was that? 12 years? 15
11
years?
married.
11 married.
17 together in total.
17 together, 11 married.
Yeah.
What'd you do for your anniversary?
We just went out for dinner without the kids.
Yeah, where'd you go?
The Mule in Burlington. One of the only restaurants I'll eat at.
Yeah. Gluten-free menu or?
Completely gluten-free.
Oh, how's your husband feel about that?
He loved it. It's so good.
Really?
Yeah, we should
What
go
did you
there
guys have? Is that where you and Chris were talking about?
Yes.
So it's Mexican?
Like Mexican, yeah.
Yeah.
All tacos, but so good.
Mm-hmm.
No worries for me.
Great.
Yeah.
So what kind of tacos did you have?
We shared the fry supreme first.
Ooh.
Which was really like chorizo, and it was a little spicy. It was good. Brussels sprout taco. Sounds weird. So good. It's really good. Did the fish taco.
I love Brussels sprouts, but a Brussels sprout taco?
That's what I mean. It sounds weird. That's, I think, one of their like best-selling tacos.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Had a few margaritas.
Oh.
I was feeling fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. Took some churros home.
Gluten-free churros.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anybody else on the team with a gluten allergy of any kind or
I
no?
don't think so. I think
No.
Chris sometimes goes on like a gluten-free fad diet,
Right.
but not.
He's always on some kind of
Yeah.
weird something.
Yeah, I'm the only lucky one.
Well, one of my very good friends, she's also celiac and very strict about where she eats and what she eats. She's a fitness buff too, goes to the gym all the time. And so she's very health conscious aside from having celiac. But we went to the Pearl.
Yeah,
At,
I went to a wedding there, yeah.
Yeah. And their restaurant, I don't remember, Isabel's or something like that. But they have a beautiful patio overlooking the lake.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal. But she didn't eat. I ate. I had the grilled octopus and some oysters.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah, was good. Anything else new and exciting in Robin's world these days?
Not really. Same old, same old. Kids are going back to school soon. I'm kind of excited about that.
Wow, crazy, eh?
Yeah,
Summer
high
just
school.
flew by. Oh, your daughter's in high school this year.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah. Big changes.
Yeah. Yeah, we won't tell her about your high school stories, huh?
No. Hopefully she doesn't follow in my footsteps on it. But it's okay. I made it to where I am now.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we all have our moments in life that you can look back and regret certain things.
yeah.
But they all make you who you are and make you stronger. And but that's a big step going into high school, especially as a parent, right?
For
like
me,
now.
that's like, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And
Well,
she'll be going to the same school that me and my husband Chris met and went to school at. So that's full circle moment. My photo's still on the wall.
Oh, that's kind of cool though.
Yeah, it is. Some of the teachers that I had there are still there.
Really?
Yeah. So,
And do they remember you?
yeah.
Yeah. Why do they remember
I
you,
don't know.
Robin?
No comment. No comment.
Well, if it's any consolation, you don't look like you have a high schooler.
Oh, thanks. I'll take that.
Yeah. How's your vehicle, your Atlas?
Good. I need to take it in for service. There's some weird things that are happening. I don't know if maybe like lights flashing randomly and like it's just
Oh, yeah.
acting kinda
Volkswagen
weird.
and electrical problems.
Yeah.
That's common.
So I'm going to take it in for service and get them to look at everything. But other than that, I love it.
So I've decided to keep my vehicle. I'm not going to trade it in or get a new one. So I just got new tires on it and going to keep it for a while longer. And, but at one point over the last few weeks, I thought, okay, it's time for a new vehicle. Mine was 6 years old and, can't really write much off on it anymore because it's depreciated the most for CRA. And I bought it out of its lease, so there's no payments on it anymore and any of that. So from a tax perspective and a financial perspective, it's really just costing me personally money. So I said, I'll get a new vehicle, nothing too fancy. Because vehicles, man, the prices have gone through the roof, right? So the other aspect was I wanted to do business locally. So I've been going out and driving pretty well every mid-size to full-size SUV.
Yeah, probably all the same ones I drove
in
too.
town,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
The Highlander, the RAV4, the CX90, the Grand Cherokee Wagoneer, the Nautilus. The new Nautilus is actually quite nice.
A little on the pricey side.
Not really. Not really.
I thought it was compared to what I got, but
no. And obviously I drove the Atlas and had a look at it, and it actually impressed me quite a bit. And I had the Volkswagen Touareg. When did I get rid of that? I got rid of that to get my first BMW in 2012. And what year was my Touareg? Was 2005. And I thought that was an excellent vehicle. So and then you said good things about your Atlas. So I went and had a look at it. It's really, really nice.
Yeah, it is. I like it.
I was impressed.
Yeah. And it's roomy, like 7-seater.
Yeah.
We don't use it much with 7 seats. So when I have I can fit like 10 signs if I need to, open house signs in there if I wanted. So
yeah, our open house signs are tricky because they're the
huge.
largest. Yeah, they're the largest that you can. Yeah, oh, come on.
For me, I can only carry one at a time.
You need to work out a little bit, Robin.
Pumping the iron.
And what's going on at home? Any home decor, renovations? You're always doing something.
We're starting the planning process of the bathrooms upstairs. That's where my job comes in, designing it and sourcing everything and just trying to figure out when we have the time to do it. But it's getting there. We're going to do it soon, eventually.
So do you think that once you do all that stuff that you're going to want to sell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're looking for some land.
Yeah, you want a bigger property.
Yeah, that's the dream. We'll get there.
Yeah. Well, listen, we've talked about that before. It's steps, right? Like you started in your small town home and
3-story, then a regular town.
then a town home and now this home. So yeah, every time you build up some equity, do some updates, renovations, upgrades, things like that, and then move that equity. And as a realtor, you always see opportunities. So it's not like there's any shortage of opportunities. I can't believe, like I just sent the team a message about Sylvia celebrating her 4-year anniversary, and you're going to be coming up on 5 when you started training with us.
That was COVID times. Everything was on Zoom. I think I only met you guys in person like a year in.
Yeah, probably.
being on the team.
Think, yeah.
So it was like our Christmas party, I think, was one of the first outings. And
that Christmas party you remember.
Yes. Yeah.
Robin We'll say she bailed early on our last Christmas
Yeah,
party.
It wasn't my fault. Something I ate.
Yeah. Yeah. Jennifer and who was babying you that night, mothering you? Sylvia and Jen holding your hair back.
Yeah. Good times.
Quite literally.
Yeah. Good times. Mommy had to pick me up.
Oh, yeah. Where was Chris?
He was at his Christmas party.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So your mom
Same
was
night.
looking after the kids.
Yeah. He might need to come pick me up.
That's funny. And where does your mom live?
Acton.
In Acton?
Yeah. She's
Okay.
not too far.
How long has she been in Acton?
10 years. Before that, Georgetown.
Okay.
Or sorry, Georgetown, Milton, Acton. So
We got a nice listing in Acton right now. Okay, we're talking about tenants, landlords, and being lease ready. So, Robin, you got any pointers that you want to talk about to tenants? Because I actually had a complaint come in yesterday or the day before, and this lady spoke to one of our teammates, and that person asked for followed the proper protocol,
Yeah.
followed our proper procedures. And I'll talk a little bit more about why these procedures are in place. But let's talk to tenants for a moment, because it is a tenant and buyer market right now. So rents have come down. There's more rental properties available for rent. So tenants are a little bit more in control than they have been in the past, which means there are good deals to be had. What's your biggest advice as somebody that does a lot of lease business? What's your biggest advice to tenants right now?
Be ready. Have your documents in order. Have everything. So a full credit report, not just a screenshot. Provide that to your realtor as soon as possible, so that as soon as you do find a property, you can move on it quickly. Just be transparent and honest. You don't want to hide anything, because that just puts a damper on the whole situation from the get-go. And chances are, if they're a good agent, they're going to figure it out. So yeah, being prepared and honest.
So what documents do you expect when you're building the client profile or the client file?
So we do the rental application. We do IDs, letter of employment, usually 2 most recent pay stubs, more if they have. What else am I missing? References, if they have any good references. I think that's it.
So when a client, potential client, a tenant, reaches out and they want to see a place, and you start asking them for some information, how often do you get pushback?
I'd say 90% of the time, either they'll just not reply to you, they'll ghost you, or they'll question why we need that already. Like, we haven't even seen any homes. Why do you need this already? And usually, one, it's because I want to know who I'm meeting. Like, if it's a random lead that's coming in, I don't know you. I could show up and weirdo.
Yeah.
So,
huge safety issue.
Yeah. And that's why I think you guys as a team, we've kind of decided that that's like, we need to have that in place before meeting people.
Yep.
And 2, like a pre-qualification. I don't want to be showing you places that you can't afford.
Well, it's not even that you can't afford that. If it's one of our listings, as an example, and the landlord is asking $2,900 a month, let's just say, and it's a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home, but really you only need, like, having a needs and wants discussion is the first kind of step in that process. But then seeing if you can actually qualify for it, right? So from an affordability standpoint, I think a lot of tenants will say, oh yeah, we can afford it. That's not a problem. Yeah. But then when you dig in, and I had one application over the weekend where we've got a condo that's available, and I looked at the credit report, And this person is saying, the $2,300 a month is not a problem. But when I looked at the income ratio to the current debts that they are servicing, I'm like, nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Like, maybe you can afford it by paying minimum payments on your maxed out credit cards.
Yeah.
What happens if you lose your job or, they're driving for Uber as a side hustle? What happens if you stop there's too many variables. So I think one of my biggest advice for tenants is, as you said, have all of your paperwork ready to go. Make sure that your income is verifiable.
Mm-hmm.
And don't be shady about it.
Yeah.
Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And understand that if you have overtime, that it might not. It's the same thing as applying for a mortgage, right? Like, you're applying for a big monthly payment. So you should expect that the representative that is representing the landlord is going to ask for these qualifications. And, about a year ago, there was a realtor that was murdered. And there's been a lot of instances of complaints and especially being female, you're a special, like, your radar has to be up, right?
Yeah.
But even for anybody, like, we're now meeting a random person in a stranger's house.
Yeah.
Like, think about it that way.
Yeah.
The other part of it is the Real Estate Council of Ontario, in the last, I don't know when did they launch the RECO guide?
Was it a year ago?
Over a year ago, I think. I don't remember the exact date. But the Consumer Protection Guide is designed to make you as a consumer aware of what your options are when it comes to dealing with a brokerage and a brokerage representative. And we are required by the Real Estate Council of Ontario at the earliest practical time to present this to you and explain it to you before we engage in any type of activity or discussion on trading, buying, selling, leasing real estate.
Yeah.
So this is a requirement that governs us and our license. So it is our legal obligation to take that step. So that's number one. Number two, most of our landlords actually require us doing some due diligence and pre-qualifying our potential tenants. And we put that in as a team rule, as a team, we'll call it team bylaw, because we get a tremendous amount of lease inquiries. So we have to funnel through who actually qualifies and who actually can provide these documents, who's willing to provide these documents. And if you do, we will represent you.
Yeah.
We will protect your best interest. You don't pay us anything to represent you. So it's in your benefit to find the best realtor to do this on your behalf, do the legwork, do the paperwork, cross the T's, dot the I's, and build your profile to present to a potential landlord and say, this is why you should accept this person as a tenant. So if as a tenant you don't appreciate all of that and don't understand all of that, there's over 100,000 other realtors that can assist you.
Yep.
That's
Easy.
the way we look at it.
Yep. And that's one thing too, your point is a lot of tenants I don't think realize that using a realtor doesn't cost them anything.
Right.
So that's one thing they might be, they're like,
I'm still blown away by how many tenants do the legwork themselves. Like, I'm blown away.
Yeah.
And they think they're, but it's the real estate industry and realtors in the past that have created that bad stigma because it's hard to get a realtor to call you back because
especially
realtors really,
lease,
they don't
right?
make money on, like, we don't make money at the end of the day, it's a lost leader for us, like literally enough to maybe put some gas in the car after expenses. And certainly if we factor in how many hours are spent on a lease, we're probably losing money.
Yeah.
But what it does to us is it adds another client into our portfolio. Yep. And we hope that you experience something great with our company. You have a great experience, then you'll refer your friends, your family, your colleagues. You might be thinking of buying a home down the road. So hopefully we're the first person you call. You've done some business that way.
Well, just recently I did a lease for a couple, and 2 weeks later I listed their dad's house for sale.
Yeah. Yeah. So you reciprocating because a lot of people appreciate, wow, you helped me for a lease and you didn't make any money and you went above and beyond.
Yeah. You build a relationship usually. Yeah. Like no matter who I'm working with, I'm always looking to build a relationship with them and make it a comfortable experience, and they feel that, and that's why they want to help me and I help them. And
yeah. And 5 years from now, who
are they going to think of when they're ready?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And in 5 years, you'll be 10 years in the business. Yeah. So let's talk about, by the way, if I look at our Google reviews, and we've got roughly 300 5-star Google reviews, it's always the leases that really go up. Yeah, like they are so thankful. Yeah. Not that our other clients aren't thankful, because they are. But the people that, certainly the tenants, like when they struggled to find a place or nobody would help them or they didn't know certain legalities or whatever, right? When you help those people, they really are appreciative, especially like newcomers or people with tough credit, things of that nature, people with pets. Yeah. The more challenging ones, they're always very, very appreciative. Okay, if you could give some tips to landlords, what would it be?
Make sure your house is show worthy.
So explain that.
So
everybody's definition of that is different, Robin.
So let's do story time. I'm helping clients right now. And I showed them several listings, and they had decided on this one that they really wanted to see. They fell in love with it from the photos. And I always try to, be like, it's
temper expectations.
Yes, okay.
Those photos were taken 7 years ago.
We walk in right away. It smells like we're all pinching our nose. Smells.
Oh, like garbage or?
Cooking, garbage, maybe some pets.
Right. Ooh.
A mix of everything. Yeah, it was really bad. And just dirty, dusty. Open the cabinets under the sink. You could see there was some water damage, stuff like that. And it was all over the house. So right there, they were so excited and then just so disappointed. And after the agent called me and, oh, how was your showing? In a nice way, told him it could use some work. And he I haven't been there in a few years, so I'm not sure. Okay. So 1, make sure your house is show ready. And 2, pick a good agent to represent your home and you.
Yeah, it blows my mind how many listings we see where lease listings where the photos were taken by a phone. Yeah. And like I've taken some photos recently of properties with my phone, and you probably would have, if you're an untrained professional eye, like just a normal consumer or even a realtor, you might not be able to tell the difference these days between like Ian and Robbie's gear and taking
editing apps and all of that.
Yeah, with the editing capabilities on your phone, the cameras on the newer phones. You can take some really high quality photos, but these are people that don't know how to take photos, and they're just standing there going, some of them not even leaving their car. Yeah. 1 photo, 2 photos. Like we've seen some real
just pictures of the ceiling, like, nice light fixtures and popcorn ceiling.
Yeah. I think that's a good point. I mean, the maintenance of the home.
Yeah.
is a huge attractor or detractor to a tenant.
Mm-hmm. Huge.
That's why tenants oftentimes like to lease brand new homes. Yeah. It depends on the scenario, because landlords now, a lot of them are taking a loss every month. They're not cash flow positive. Mm-hmm. So if you bought the home in the last 5 years, you're probably losing money every month.
Yeah.
Although that's a whole other topic of discussion, because there's expenses that you start writing off, and then it's a reduction in your taxable income. So it's not really that full amount, and yada, yada, yada. But if you're losing money every month, you probably don't want to have any downtime between tenants. Mm-hmm. I'd prefer it that way as a realtor. Let one tenant leave, get it cleaned,
painted sometimes.
Paint, touch-ups, maintenance, repairs, safety items, smoke alarms, CO detectors, furnace maintenance, AC maintenance. Like, it's much like a car. Mm-hmm. You know, you want to take it in every year for your oil change, tire rotation, fluid changes, whatever. Your house needs the same thing.
Yeah.
And if you're not keeping up with that maintenance and repair schedule, it's going to depreciate, and it's going to get even rougher and worn out and worn down, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's a huge component to it.
And even not having tenants in there with all of their stuff, having it, kind of empty.
Right.
A lot of the leases, the tenants don't leave for showings.
Yeah.
And it can be, I've had a few lately where it's actually really nice. They talk about the neighborhood and whatever, but there's some, it's just like so awkward. They're breathing down your neck. They want you out of there.
Yeah. And they don't care if they just made a huge smelly stir fry.
Yeah.
And
they have nothing to gain from you being there. So, yeah. Ideally, there's no tenant when you're in the listing phase, but sometimes it doesn't work that way.
No, sometimes it doesn't. One tip, and I think this is one that all realtors should have in their back pocket. So for those of you that are in this position going forward, if the property is tenanted, one thing I like to do when my landlord wants to sell it, not talking releasing, selling it, mm-hmm. is to approach the tenant first and say, and I think I mentioned this to you on another property,
listing,
approach the tenant first and say, hey, just needed to let you know that your landlord will have to sell the property, has decided to sell it, but wanted to give you the first right of refusal. And, kind of work with them, mm-hmm. but let them know, hey, we're not doing this because we want to kick you out or anything like this. We have to sell it, but mm-hmm. you live here now. You've been great. You've been paying, and, you've been an ideal tenant. We want to give you the first right to buy it.
Yeah.
And I think that takes the barrier and the guard down a little bit. So if you have a tenant and you're looking to lease the property again, depends on the reason, I suppose, but find a way to break down that barrier a little bit. Mm-hmm. So why not send cleaners in and clean for them, right? As an example. So if you were my tenant, I would call you up and say, hey, Robin, I know you've given us the 60-day notice to vacate, and that's fine. I do have to list the property to get it rented out for as soon as possible after you vacate. So we're going to be listing it in the next couple of weeks. I'd like to send my cleaners over to do a nice deep clean on the house, so you don't have to worry about cleaning for showings and preparing for that showing period. Mm-hmm. And is it okay if I send my painter over to do some quick paint touch-ups? Whatever, right? Like, work with the tenant.
Yeah, don't just say, this is what we're doing, kind of.
Right. Yeah. And something that's worked for me in the past too is actually having an open house at our lease listings. So versus allowing showings anytime or the leads that come in, just going random, we have a set day and a set time frame. So we'll say like Friday from 12 to 5 is the showing window, and you give the tenant maybe tickets to a Blue Jays game or, something to get them out of the house that doesn't cost them any money, a movie and a dinner and a movie, right? Like, what does it cost you? A couple $100? And then that's the window for showings, and you can do small things like that. But anyways, there's a couple of quick tips for tenants and landlords. Anything else you want to add in before we wrap up?
I don't think so. Like I said, just be transparent, honest, have those open lines of communication, be ready ahead of time. And pick a good agent to work with.
Yeah, call
Who's
Robin.
Gonna fight for
call
you.
Robin.
Yes.
All right. Thanks for being on today.
Thank you for having me.
Enjoy the rest of your week.
You too. Thanks for watching the Real Estate Podcast. If you want to hear more, subscribe and have a good day.